Now students, we will go through the last concluding part of this chapter, and here we will try to understand the control of environmental degradation. Now what is environmental degradation? That means maintaining the ecological balance or preserving the environment from getting degraded. So how this can be done? There are some ways, and these ways are needed to be followed in a very proper manner, because we know that the earth is very fragile and we have to take care of the mother nature. If we don't take care of mother nature, in the future generation will face a lot of problem. So here are some of the ways through which pollution can be reduced, or industrial pollution can be reduced. So how we can reduce industrial pollution? Number one is minimizing the use of fresh water by reusing and recycling it. We know industries use fresh water in its day-to-day work, and this has to be stopped. The industries should put into place water recycling plant, and the used water should be recycled for and reused as many times as possible, thereby helping the environment and reducing industrial pollution. It is a very important aspect, reusing and recycling of water. Number two is harvesting rainwater. Now, rainwater harvesting is another way to meet the requirement of water for future generation. Water harvesting is absolutely necessary. I think you have all seen that in our school also we are having a water harvesting plant that has been constructed. So in coming days there will be shortage of water, and industries require water. So the industry has to arrange its own water, and this arrangement can be done by industries by harvesting rainwater during the rainy season. During the rainy season, a lot of water gets wasted, and if this water can be stored in tanks, they can be used in the future and meet the water requirement of future. Third one is treating hot water and effluents before releasing them into river and pond. Now we have to take care that the water that is used in the industries, what is in the metallic industries such as aluminium and iron and steel, when the water is used to cool the metals. Now in that process the water becomes excessively hot, and it gets mixed with chemicals. Now these hot waters are thrown directly into the rivers and ponds, and thereby polluting the environment. This has to stop. The water has to be treated first, and after treating the water they should be released into the rivers and the ponds, and thereby reducing the chances of environmental degradation. Number 4, we have the particulate matter in the air can be reduced by fitting smokestacks or filters to factories with electrostatic precipitator, fabric filters, scrubbers and inertial separators. Now we have seen large chimneys in the factories emitting heavy smoke into the atmosphere, and number of chemicals, number of your metallic particles, fine metallic particles, they float out with the smoke into the atmosphere, into the air, and they pollute the environment. And this can be reduced, by if we put filters, smoke filters, or electrostatic precipitator, fabric filters, scrubbers, inertial separators. These are all your equipments which can reduce the emission of particulates into the air by the factories, by the industries. It is also necessary, but in India the environmental laws are very loose, and that's why these industries get away with all these things. We have to take care of these things, and it needs to be taken care very urgently. Then number 5 is smoke can be reduced by using oil and gas instead of coal in factories. We know coal emits a lot of smoke. So, and with that we know coal emits fly ash and other things. So in a way we have to stop use of coal, and instead we have to use oil and gas, so that we can have complete combustion and complete energy can be extracted from these things. And if we are using coal in factory, then we should take care that the fly ash and other chemicals and gases do not escape freely into the atmosphere. We have to be very careful regarding these things if we are using coal. Number 6. Machineries can be redesigned to increase the energy efficiency and reduce noise. So most of the industries do not invest in modern machines. They use obsolete technology, obsolete machines, and thereby these machines are unable to use the energy in its full. Efficient use of energy is not done by the machines because the machines are obsolete. So, and they make a lot of noise. So what we have to do, we have to redesign, we have to go through the process again and redesign the machine so that we can get the maximum efficiency with less amount of noise, thereby creating or saving from noise pollution, saving the environment from noise pollution. Number 7 is proper waste management system. We should have proper waste management system so that we do not pollute the land. We have a habit of throwing our waste materials outside into the open, which should not be done. It should be done in a systematic manner so that things can be done in a proper way. And number 8, efficient use of available resources. The God has given us a lot of resources, and these resources needs to be taken care of. We need to take care of the resources, and the available resources should be used in a very efficient, diligent way so that the future generation also gets benefit out of it. This is absolutely necessary. So here we complete the chapter energy resource manufacturing industries, and I think after this discussion, if you listen to this discussion and write down these notes in the copy, then you will be able to answer any question whichever thing is asked from this chapter. Thank you, students.